I was a young man then. The 7 Years' War was about to begin. I could not have imagined what the future had in store for me, nor the cost I would choose to bear. My name is Shay Patrick Cormac. This is my story.
Well, we won't lack for firewood at least.
Admit it, I nearly had you.
Nearly counts for nothing, Shay. And besides, no. That was just luck.
I make my own luck, Liam.
You've been saying that for years, but you're precious little to show for it. Or have you been spending it all getting out of trouble?
Well, you know, trouble just follows me around.
Let's head back. Come on. Captain de André and his crew must have run into some trouble. Who knew meeting with smugglers would lead to no good?
I still don't understand why you can't tell me what we're doing here.
Because Chevalier decided not to tell you.
I thought we were friends, Liam.
We are. But this is business. It doesn't concern you, Shay. Am I going too fast for you?
I'm just keeping an eye on you, in case you fall down and hurt yourself.
Hurry. We'd best not keep Chevalier waiting.
Où sont ces crétins? Hold it together, men! The space, Where the hell were you two?
We're out hunting. What happened here?
My men were attacked by some English sea dogs.
Why, Captain Joseph. Couldn't you fight them all off by yourself like you're always saying?
It is Capitaine Louis-Joseph Gauthier, Chevalier de la Vérendrye. And you are dreaming if you think any training could make you into a proper assassin. Do you even know what that means? It means being responsible for an ancient and proud tradition. It means obeying your mentor without question. How else will we ensure freedom for the human race?
Them's pretty words, Chevalier. But I don't feel too free at the moment.
Well then, feel educated! Ugh! How dare you show me such disrespect? I will teach you some manners, boy. I will teach you some manners, boy.
Gentlemen, stop! We got a common enemy, and I reckon he's close.
The Royal Navy attack my vessel and force my men to flee. We are stranded, and what is worse, the smugglers we were supposed to meet have been taken prisoner!
Shay and I'll free those smugglers. You, treat your wounded. Take these. You'll need them. Tread with care, Shay. The Royal Navy be ready for us. Remember your training. Ready to teach him a lesson?
They don't stand a chance.
Where are your mates now, you bilge rat? Talk before I bash out your brains! We will find them and let them bury what's left of you.
Keep an eye out, lads! Their pals are still out there somewhere!
There he goes again.
Keep to either side, boys! Down or else?
I was saving those fellas for you.
Very thoughtful. Maybe you were not completely useless, Shay.
Speaking of useless, those blockheads won't be needing this vessel anymore.
This pile of mail? You want her, Shay? She is yours. Now bring me back to my ship.
You heard, Chevalier? This vessel is yours, Shay. Go on. Take the wheel. Some of the men you rescued agreed to join us. They should prove a good crew.
I'm not so certain about their captain, but next to me, you are the most experienced sailor in the Brotherhood, Shay. Besides, there's another vessel. Even this pitiful one.
She's mine, ain't she? My own ship.
Your own. garbage, yes?
Ah, with a lick of paint and a few new cannons, she'll look as fine as anything on the Seven Seas.
Shall we begin?
Indeed, mate.
Oh, Connor.
She's a mess, but she's still afloat. And her name's the Morgan.
Morgan? That silly fairy queen who ruined Merlin, the wise? Oh, she's perfect for Boucher.
The Morgan was an old goddess, the queen of war and darkness. She harvested the souls of fallen warriors.
A ship!
Indeed.
Shen, they will sink her!
Let's put the Morgan to the test, Captain Shay.
Ready for battle, men!
Stop them, boy!
Sir! To the fore!
They're tearing her to pieces! Do something!
Fire!
Not but here!
My ship!
No match for us, Captain! Awaiting orders, sir! On to planks!
Fire! Hold them in! Get off the wind! Fire! Get the mainsails into the wind!
You have your orders!
Fire! On sail! Set take it! Fire!
We're attacking our allies!
Fire!
Blood of the Dukes! This! Ready? Sir! Fall! She's breaking up! Taking a hit, Captain! She's breaking up! She's...
Fire!
Stop, Shay! Are you down? Ready to fire, sir!
Seems this vessel is battle ready after all. I will return to what is left of the depot. It's a long way home. We have repairs to do.
Sing hearty, lads! Chevalier is pleased with us.
Now you're ready to sail for the Horn. We're all and go. Our boots and our clothes are all in the morn. We're rollicking bandy.
What course would you have me set, Shay?
Time to report back to the mentor. Wouldn't you agree?
Wise words, Captain. Wise words.
What the hell did you do? It's some kind of dormant virus? Shit! Hang on, I'm getting you out of there.
Please proceed calmly to the nearest exit. We repeat, please remain calm. Do not panic.
Sorry for the rough exit. Earpiece working, check. You were just an animus. Animus, yes? You were using it to access a genetic memory file in Helix labeled Shay Cormac? You work for Abstergo Entertainment, remember? Any of this ringing a bell? Your session triggered something bad, and it's affecting the whole building. We need to find your boss. You haven't forgotten your boss, have you? Melanie LeMay, zipper, chipper, overachiever? Here, take your communicator, check it if you get lost. Now let's get out of here.
This is not a drill.
Follow me. Double time. This chaos is absolutely your fault, in case you're wondering.
Please proceed to the nearest exit. This is not a test.
Come on, everyone. Just like we practiced in our safety drills. Everything is gonna be okay, guys. Stay... What the hell is happening?
A file labeled Shay Cormac was booby-trapped with some kind of virus.
Your job is to prevent things like this.
We need to contain these genetic memories, then we can destroy them.
No. Isolate them. I want to study these memories.
But...
With respect, Miss LeMay, this is not a request.
You heard the man.
fine.
I need to borrow your numbskull. That okay with you, Ms. LeMay?
Hey there, this might seem a bit weird, but you're gonna work for contractors we hired to, you know, upgrade our security. Mr. Otto Berg and Miss Violet DaCosta.
Call me Violet.
I have to go check on our people and prepare a statement for the press. Do whatever they tell you to do, okay? Go team!
Technically, you're not responsible for this, but you're the one who let the virus out, so I think it's only fair you help me clean it up. Mr. Berg wants us to relive Shay's genetic memories. To do that, we need to access them from Helix. But the Helix is down. We'll have to reboot the main servers in the basement. Man, whoever designed this virus is a genius. Not only does it restrict our access to the cloud, it's adapted to fuck up the other operating systems that regulate building functions. Melanie? The elevators are out of commission. Are we stuck on this floor?
Damn, yes. I'll get a repair crew on site ASAP.
There's a working area server on this floor. I guess it'll have to do for now.
Agent DaCosta, I want regular updates on your progress with Shay's genetic memories.
Why? He's just a nobody as far as I can tell.
If Shay Cormac is who I suspect he is, then this temporary setback may provide us with an unexpected reward. Proceed to the server room on this floor.
Flashing wireless signal? Once you restore the server, I'll connect your Animus workstation back to Helix. In theory, if you align the beams to segments of the core, it should solve the problem. But here's where it gets tricky. You have to move the circles in such a way that each segment is powered by a beam. The keyword here is each. One beam and one beam only per core segment, okay? Once everything is lit up properly, the system will reboot. Got it? Give it a shot. Good job. This core wasn't too complex. But rebooting the advanced hardware in the rest of the building will require more work.
The assassins would have you believe that Al-Mualim was a great mentor who became corrupted with greed, and that he schemed with the Templars to acquire an apple of Eden. I see instead a shrewd and cunning leader. A man who used his best assassin, Altair ibn Lahad, to eliminate his conspirators in order to keep the apple for himself, so that he could use it to enforce world peace. While it must be stated unequivocally that Al-Mualim was not a Templar, it is interesting to me that his vision of peace was more in line with Templar philosophy than assassin. In the past, both sides had the same goal, that of peace. Our only difference was how we chose to achieve it. Had Al-Mualim not been killed by Altair and allowed to carry out his plan, perhaps we would not be fighting now. It was only after Altair reformed the Brotherhood with its new ideals of free will that the conflict truly escalated and spread across the planet. For if the so-called wise man of the mountain can see things from our The assassins would have you believe that the assassins would have you The assassins would have you believe that Al-Mualim was a great mentor who became corrupted with greed.
Okay. So I'm not sure you're supposed to see that. You should just get back to your Animus. With the servers back online, you could, in theory, restore your co-workers' workstations if you feel like being helpful. And you could, in theory, find some more digital goodies if you feel like being sneaky. Hey, one of your co-workers dropped his communicator by the elevator. If you see any tech lying around like that, grab them. There might be a clue as to who did this.
Now that you have unlocked Shay Cormac's memories, we stand on the brink of a grand discovery. I know you must have questions about your new assignment, or about me. For now, all I will say is that Shay's story contains the answers. Shay will lead you to a greater understanding.
The assassins would have you believe that Al-Mualim was a great mentor who became corrupted with greed, and that he schemed with the Templars to acquire an apple of Eden. I see instead a shrewd and cunning leader, a man who used his best assassin, Altair ibn Lahad, to eliminate his conspirators in order to keep the apple for himself, so that he could use it to enforce world peace. While it must be stated unequivocally that Al-Mualim was not a Templar, it is interesting to me that his vision of peace was more in line with Templar philosophy than assassin. In the past, both sides had the same goal, that of peace. Our only difference was how we chose to achieve it. Had Al-Mualim not been killed by Altair and allowed to carry out his plan, perhaps we would not be fighting now. It was only after Altair reformed the Brotherhood with its new ideals of free will that the conflict truly escalated and spread across the planet. For if the so-called wise man of the mountain can see things from our point of view, surely the same can be said for other assassins.
Nothing to see here.
The assassins would have you believe that The assassins would have you believe that
Okay. The numbskull is in another Animus session, and I've required caffeine. All is right with the world.
Good.
This isn't really your kind of mission, is it, boss?
Every mission is a...
Okay. The numbskull is in another Animus session, and I've required caffeine. All is right with the world.
Good.
This isn't really your kind of mission, is it, boss?
Every mission is important in its own way.
Still, I bet you'd rather be out with the rest of the team, hunting Sean Hastings or something.
Wouldn't you?
Hell yeah. I want a front row seat for that show.
Any word from Sorkin?
He's scheduled to update me in 43 minutes.
Good.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
What's it like, using an Animus?
I went through the Animi training program. It felt like the drills we used to do in the UT Jaeger.
You never use a normal Animus like this one? To relive your own genetic history?
Only once.
Really? Who were you?
I was a young man. On the Viking raid on Lindsey Farn.
793, northeastern coast of England. Sorry, history nerd. So, how was it? Okay, the numbskull...
It has been a long time.
Achilles.
Adewale, how go things in the West Indies?
Very poorly, I'm afraid.
Your countenance tells me we should discuss this. Come.
Who's our visitor?
That's Adewale, who's a slave who freed himself, and hundreds of his brothers in the West Indies. That man's a living incarnation of the Creed.
See?
You join me for some practice?
Soon. I've got other business first.
Tell me what happened, old friend.
It was terrible, Achilles. The ground shook, and the ocean waves crashed over Port-au-Prince.
How many were lost?
Thousands. No family was left untouched.
I hate to bring up practical matters at a time like this, but did Mackendall's man complete his task before the earthquake hit?
I cannot know.
Worried earlier.
One Gutierrez was found. You were the strong.
I heard that Liam's waiting for you. Seen him yet?
I hear Mistress Hope was looking for you.
You are late.
Oh, what did I miss?
Only the first hour of training,
We're always training, Kisagawase.
and will continue to do so.
Do not waste your words. Shay abhors improvement as much as cats abhor leashes.
Hey,
A pity. The boy has so much potential.
so, what's the challenge today?
Shooting straight and true. Here, you can use these.
These are yours.
Well, I want you to have half a chance of succeeding. Go on. Shoot these targets. Take your time, but not too much. There's more work after this. Reload. Anyone can hit targets standing still. Let's see how you do on the run. Come on, hurry up. Come on, hurry up. Well done, Shay. Keep it up. You're doing all right, Shay. But don't let the others vex you. They mean well, but they'll never show it.
It's about time you showed up.
Far be it from me to keep a lady waiting.
I'm no lady here. And don't you forget it. I'm your teacher. And you're better.
Well, some of that is true at least. What would we be doing?
Exploring a myriad ways to end a life. You two! Make yourselves useful and watch Shay. Can you kill without being noticed?
I see him! There!
Take the high ground, Shay. Dispatching from the air is most effective. Stay low and stick to the brush. Be patient and you might hit your target. Top form, Shay. Stay low and stick to the brush. Be patient and you might hit your target.
Stay low and stick to the brush. Be patient and you might hit your target. You certainly know how to handle yourself. Nicely done. I am surprised. Stay low and stick to the brush. Be patient and you might hit your target. Nicely done. I am surprised. You did better than I expected. Have your skills actually grown, Shay? Do not get a swelled head over it.
Shay, follow me. It's time you learn to survive in the frontier.
I think I've been managing well enough so far.
Perhaps. But there is more I can teach you. It is time for the... Use all your senses together to find prey. Killing should not be meaningless. We must use what nature gives us. Good. Now to use what you have taken from nature. Good. Now to use what you have taken from nature. With these, you can keep your pistols close. Achilles has one more thing to show you. Shay, I hear you've become quite the marksman.
Generous gift. Thank you, Mentor.
My ship awaits, Achilles. The people of Haiti will make good use of your supplies. I trust you will retrieve what has been lost.
Lost?
The Templars stole 2 precious artifacts. A manuscript of ancient wisdom and a box that allows one to understand its language.
I have tracked the Templar as far as this coast, but I fear the rest is up to you, my friend.
Farewell, Adewale. Whoever controls the artifacts can access precursor sites of power. We must recover them, or none are safe.
Where to?
Wherever Templar affairs lead us.
Liam, it's not like you to set out without a plan.
Plan or no plan. We choose our own battlefield. And hey, we're not most at ease when we're at sea.
Right you are. Let's set sail.
We only have one lead, Shay. Let's hope it brings us closer to the artifacts.
So Achilles tasked you with this mission?
No. He tasked me to task you. We need to find what was stolen from Mackendal, Shay. You have to recover the precursor box of manuscript. This is your mission.
And what's yours?
To watch your arse.
Achilles doesn't really trust me, does he?
Give it time, Shay. Do this for him. For us. Do much more than earn his trust.
Liam, do you know what Achilles writes about? I see him in his office all the time, bent over his papers.
He keeps records and accounts. Studies what little is known about the pieces of Eden. Of course, he corresponds with assassins and
Of course. Liam, you can be a right horse's arse when it comes to assuming everyone knows the same as you.
I cannot help it Achilles wants me to be familiar with our counterparts in Europe and elsewhere.
He said like his favorite son.
Connor's his favorite, and only son.
Then Achilles is heir. Connor may inherit the house, but you'll be mentor.
We'll see.
Whatever you say, Prince Regent of the Assassins.
You call me that again, I'll throw you in the ocean.
That cliff will break us! They're firing, sir!
Cops, gallants, royals, studs!
Who's the
down! On your seats! We only have one lead, Shay. Let's hope it brings us closer to the artifacts.
Sir Keely's tasked you with this mission?
No. He tasked me to task you. We need to find what was stolen from Mackandal, Shay. You have to recover the precursor box of manuscript. This is your mission.
And what's yours?
To watch your arse.
Achilles doesn't really trust me, does he?
Give it time, Shay. Do this for him. For us. And you'll do much more than earn his trust.
Liam, do you know what Achilles writes about? I see him in his office all the time, bent over his papers.
He keeps records and accounts. Studies what little is known about the pieces of Eden. And of course, he corresponds with assassins on other continents.
Of course. Liam, you can be a right horse's arse when it comes to assuming everyone knows the same as you.
Cannot help but be familiar with our counterparts in Europe and elsewhere.
Said like his favorite son.
Connor's his favorite, and only son.
Then Achilles is there. Connor may inherit the house, but you'll be mentor.
We'll see.
Whatever you say, Prince Regent of the Assassins.
You call me that again, I'll throw you in the ocean.
There's the gallant destroyed! Fire! Fire!
Ready to march, sir!
Fire!
Bloody bitch!
Fire!
Awaiting orders, sir!
Fire!
Damn these eyes!
Fire!
I recommend explosive shot. Killer speed.
Fire!
Loaded, Captain!
Brace yourself!
And we're for the deep!
Ease off the wind! Loose oars! Let's move!
Incoming ship! They're firing, sir!
Spread our wings to the wind!
Loose sail. Without oars.
We only have one lead, Shay. Let's hope it brings us closer to the artifacts.
Sir Achilles tasked you with this mission?
No. He tasked me to task you. We need to find what was stolen from Mackandal, Shay. You have to recover the precursor box of manuscript. This is your mission.
And what's yours?
To watch your arse.
Achilles doesn't really trust me, does he?
Give it time, Shay. Do this for him. For us. You'll do much more than earn his trust.
Liam, do you know what Achilles writes about? I see him in his office all the time, bent over his papers.
He keeps records and accounts. Studies what little is known about the pieces of Eden. And of course, he corresponds with assassins on other continents.
Of course. Liam, you can be a right horse's arse when it comes to assuming everyone knows the same as you.
I cannot help but be pleased to be familiar with our counterparts.
He said like his favorite son.
Connor's his favorite, and only son.
And Achilles is there. Connor may inherit the house, but you'll be mentor.
We'll see.
Whatever you say, Prince Regent of the Assassins.
You call me that again, I'll throw you in the ocean.
Don't let Aramis shake!